Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia, where it's your experience, your way, every day, online and in store. And take a look at what we have here. This is a 2016 Santa Fe XL Limited all-wheel drive. This is the XL 6-passenger with the captain's chairs in all-wheel drive, under 100,000 kilometers. Woo! What a great find. Yes, it's got ugly winter wheels. That's because the alloy wheels, the 20-inch alloy wheels with all-season tires, are in storage. You get both sets from your friends here at Clarington Kia. So what are we going to do today? We're going to take you on an exterior and interior tour of this vehicle to show you the condition and the great features on the XL, so that way you know what you're getting from us here at Clarington Kia is a fantastic find. Now, what's underneath the hood? A 3.3-liter V6 engine. You're still going to get great fuel economy out of this XL Santa Fe, but you do have a V6, so when you're on the highway and getting up to speed, you can go around everybody and not be just chugging along trying to move about. Taking a look up front, we've got xenon HID headlights right here. We've got the LED daytime running lights that you can see here. That nice kind of smoked out LED light looks really great, and then we have fog lights down below. Now, moving slowly across the bumper so you can see the detail, this is in fantastic shape. This XL is really just a rare vehicle to find. There's not a lot of XLs out there, especially 6-passenger captain chairs, and there's a little bit of a surprise when we get into the interior. I'll save that for when we do that. Now, taking a look at a good side profile here, you can see this beautiful black paint is in nice condition. Black cars usually are a recipe for dings, dents, scratches, but so far so good on our tour. Now, we've got window vent visors up top, but do not be alarmed. Usually that's a sign of a smoker. Definitely not in this vehicle. I took a good whiff and it smells fantastic. Now, coming around here to the back bumper, I do see just a little scratch here. Whoops, and some tumbleweed. Scratch here about, I would say this is about 5 inches, but it has been touched up and it really is kind of hidden here. I can just see it because we were up close and the sunlight caught it just right, but that's been touched up. So that lets you know that the previous owner obviously cared and wanted to make sure that their car looked good. Even though there was a little bit of a whoops on the back, they took the time to touch it up to make sure it looks nice. You can see that nice Santa Fe badging here. This one's coming off. Ugh. I've put a little bit of tape on there. Well, oh, look at that. Well, you know what? We'll make a keychain out of it. Santa Fe Limited. At least it doesn't say Santa. I digress. Sorry, dad jokes. Santa Fe Limited. We've got the rear sonar in the bottom. We've also got a trailer hitch receiver there, and then the dual exhaust with the 3.3-liter. Now, looking at this rear bumper, this is in really, really nice shape as well, right? No big gouges, doesn't look like a Rottweiler bit into it. You can see the XL all-wheel drive badge back there. Now, I think, I'm probably wrong, but I think this has motion-activated tailgate, but it seems like it wouldn't. It's a 16. Let's see. Nah, I was wrong, but it does have a power tailgate. I thought it had that for some reason. Anyhow, let's continue on. So looking in the rear, with those 2 rear seats up, there is still some room back here for some luggage, obviously your groceries, a hockey bag perhaps. We've got a power outlet back here, 115 volt, 150 watt power outlet, so you can keep things charged back here. Maybe you've got a laptop or something, and then we've also got a 12 volt here as well. Now, we've got all sorts of cargo trays in the back. This one here is actually for when you fold these seats down. It's another cargo tray to protect the back of this, which is a great sign, right? Let's see if I can put these down real quick to show you, right? Lots of room back here with those seats folded down, of course. We've got an infinity sound system, just a little sneak peek of what we're gonna see in the front, but you can see third row passengers do have some air vents and cup holders. And then look at that. I'm gonna zoom in here. So the third row passengers actually have the option for a tri-zone climate control as well, which is really neat. Now let's fold this back up because I want you to be able to take a look at those seats when we do our interior tour in just a second. So let's close up the back trunk here. You ever have that thing where your hand kind of locks up? Look, I'm like permanent clawed. Ah, there we go. Woo. It's called arthritis, my friends. I'm getting old. Now, as we come around to the passenger side, I hope you're having fun. Come on, this is a good time, right? As we come around to the passenger side is in just as nice condition as the driver's side. I almost totally bailed out on that stupid piece of snow. is in just as good condition as the passenger side, and then now we ended up back at the front. So let's go take a look at what rear passengers get first before we go to mom and dad, and show you how comfortable they'll be back here, because comfort means what? Quiet. Shh, be quiet, kids. All right, so look at these rear captain's chairs. Now here's that surprise. Look at that two-tone interior. We've got this beautiful tan leather interior with those chocolate brown accents on the door. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful vehicle. You can see that we've got the armrest built in to the side of the seats here. Now, one thing I did notice, our detailer, Stefan, didn't do a fantastic job getting this car ready for video. So I apologize, but that's okay. We've got a little bit of a stain here. I think that's something we can probably take out. Not a big deal. We do have a little bit of an imprint as well for where the child seat was. But again, those things tend to kind of come out over time if you're not putting a car seat back in. And then we've got just a little bit of wear right here on this one seat. But I mean, we're being pretty picky, but I do want to be picky with you just so that we do know the condition that it's in. But that's really, really minor stuff. Now take a look up. Look at how beautiful this panoramic sunroof is that goes all the way to the back, almost reaches that third row back there. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups. So you're asking yourself, well, how do we get to the third row? You can crawl in here. These are my notes, ignore this. You can crawl in here, walk across and go down the center row, but that's a bit of a tight fit. Or you can just take this handle, give that a pull, and then this all slides up for you so you can crawl back there that way too. But here's a nice look at the third row seating. And again, those are in really, really nice shape. Everything looks nice and clean back there. You can see the sliders here, so that seat does actually slide forward, right? Now let's move this back. And this is another thing too. So you can have adult passengers in the third row with lots of legroom if you've got some smaller passengers in the front. It's really a nice flexible interior. But let's put this back here so you can see we don't have to sit so erect like we've got, back problems. Now, another quick thing to note, we have rear heated captain's chair seats. So these rear seats are heated. And then we also have this really nice vent visor here. What's not called a vent visor? What do you call this thing? Privacy screen. We're gonna call it that. Privacy screen in the back. So if you do have your little ones back here, you obviously don't want the sun glaring in on their eyes. They're not gonna put baby Ray-Bans on them. Throw that up and then you're good. Don't have to buy that stick-on one from Canadian Tire. Listen to this beeping. My gosh, I know the key's out of the car. Take it easy. Panoramic sunroof, again, for the drivers, continues up front. And this is where mom and dad sit. And they have just as nice luxury as the little ones in the back. These seats are in fantastic shape. And that, like I said, taking a whiff, absolutely a non-smoker vehicle. We've got a power driver's seat with power lumbar. And we also, it is hooked up to a 2-position memory setting. So mom, dad, mom, dad, whatever configuration we have at home, no problem. First driver, second driver, and everything will realign to that driver who hops in, which is fantastic. Now looking here at the door, just want to give you a nice look at how nice and two-tone that is with that chocolate brown and tan. Again, that Infinity sound system with the speakers here too is really nice. Now, by the driver's knee, we have Active Eco. Active Eco really just means that you want the best fuel economy. Use that and it kind of tunes down that 3.3 liter V6. We've got a heated leather wrapped steering wheel. We have all-wheel drive lock. This is to turn on that power outlet in the back. And then we do have blind spot warning. I forgot to talk about that, but we do have a blind spot warning system on the Santa Fe. So that way, if you go to make a nasty lane change and somebody's there, it's gonna warn you at least, so that way you don't go bumping into them. I almost had that happen to me the other day. I was like, how did I make that mistake? But hey, we're all human. Leather heated steering wheel. Love that. The steering wheel heats up in honestly like 45 seconds. It's really nice to have in the wintertime. Volume control on the wheel. We have our Bluetooth controls down here. That's kind of a Hyundai thing where they split the wheel up. And then we've got our cruise control up top, and then our menu system for our dashboard gauges here. This here is the steering mode. So you can see comfort, normal, and sport. And what that does is actually stiffens up how the wheel kind of reacts or feels depending on what you want. So if you want it really stiff, put it in sport. It's nice and stiff, or comfort is really loose. So you can choose what you want as far as that comfort feel, but that's kind of one of those cool things there. 91,841 kilometers on this Santa Fe. Can you believe that for a 2016? Like, tremendously low mileage, which is fantastic. Now looking at our infotainment system here, you can see we've got Bluetooth up top, We've got the MP3 XM Sante radio. For 2016, folks, this was good. This is good technology. The streaming Bluetooth audio still means that you can stream your Apple Music, Spotify, whatever it is through your Bluetooth, which is nice. You can see we've got a touchscreen navigation system. When we put it in reverse, that turns into a rear view camera so you don't go bumping into stuff. That's probably why that bumper's so nice and clean. Now, there is touchscreen controls here. If you go to FM, AM, you can see you've got the radio settings here as well. You can use the touchscreen, you can use the controls here, whatever you prefer. And then our tri-zone climate control is also down here. So driver, passenger temperature, and then rear passengers have their own temperature as well, which is really nice. We have the push button start over here, and then a nice little junk container down here for your Timmy's money, your Paxi gum, whatever you might like down there. And we've got a USB port in the bottom too. I'll just try to reach through here and show you. USB auxiliary port as well. Now, we've got our driver and passenger heated or cooled, heated or cooled leather seats. That kind of solves the problem of, I don't like leather because it's hot in the summer. No problem, run the air conditioning through the seats and it cools off your tush. We've got the rear parking sensors that you can turn off if you like, and then on the other side is for the passenger temperature. Nice little gear shifter, our spot for our Tim Hortons or Starbucks, and then in this center console here, lots of room here for your junk as well. And then taking a look, just kind of pan over the dash to give you that view of what it looks like from the driver's seat. But don't go away, because here is a most important thing. This is the CarFax for the vehicle, 2016 Santa Fe. No accidents reported, no damage records found in Ontario, a couple service records. This is good as gold as far as letting you know that this vehicle is just as nice as we say it is, because of course that CarFax is what tells us if the vehicle's been involved in any collisions, even just reported in an accident. And let's say it was so minor that they didn't even go through insurance. If they reported it, it will show up there as well. So that's good to see. Now, folks, if you like what you see here on this 16 Santa Fe XL all-wheel drive, captain's chairs, 6-seater with winter and summer tires. Oh my gosh, what a laundry list of amazing features on this car. There's two ways you can purchase this Santa Fe from us here at Clarington Kia. First and foremost, claringtonkia.ca. Our website is fully functional. Just like Amazon, you can actually buy the Santa Fe entirely online if you'd like. Maybe you're shopping from out of town, and that's probably the easiest way for you to go about your business. You can do that even if you have a trade-in or need financing. You can do that actually all through our website, which is really cool. Or if you'd like to start your journey there and then come in person, or just visit us here in Bowmanville at Clarington Kia. That's why we've got a dealership. We spent a lot of money on it. Wouldn't mind having some people's here. You can test drive this vehicle, get to meet our amazing sales team, and then finish your purchase in store. But whatever way you would like to purchase this Santa Fe, it's your experience, your way, from your friends here at Clarington Kia. And we just hope that you liked this video tour and got to know more about, hopefully, your new Santa Fe XL. So thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you behind the wheel of this beautiful used car.